Hello and welcome back to another McMurdo video, and in this very video I wanted to talk about Top Gear, one of the greatest shows to ever brace British television and the BBC, and specifically about Top Gear and how it became too good, how Top Gear became this uncontrollable thing that when unleashed was just unstoppable. And of course I'm referring to the Top Gear which had Jeremy Clarkson, James May and Richard Hammond as the three hosts. And the thing the BBC did was they got these three guys in, and at that point they created one of the most famous, iconic, just one of the best film trios of all time. I think one of the best documentary making non-fiction film trios of all time. Those three men have been seen on screens all around the world, and I really don't think they or the BBC knew what was happening when they got the three in. They knew what was happening, but they didn't realise how successful those three would be. And of course, you kind of, you know, it would be the three hosts, Clarkson, Hammond and May, which would support Top Gear, which would support BBC. Eventually, it became to the point where those three had become so good and everyone loved them so much, it was really the BBC and Top Gear underneath them supporting them in their careers. Which is, you know, not their careers, but their, you know, it was the whole dynamic had completely changed from the beginning because the chemistry and the dynamic between the three were just incredible. And so when Jeremy Clarkson lost his temper a bit and struck out against perhaps some manager over some ordeal of food, they then, you know, ended Clarkson's contract, and then May and Hammond went with him. And all of the watchers of Top Gear went with them to the Grand Tour and wherever they might go after that. It's just incredible, I think, that just Top Gear became too good. It became so good that if those three ever left Top Gear and there was a new branch of Top Gear with some other, I don't even know who the host is it Matt LeBlanc or something? I haven't watched any of the new Top Gear at all, and I'm sure many of the original fans of the you know, the Clarkson, Hammond, May Top Gear wouldn't have watched any of the new Top Gear as well. They would have all gone to the Grand Tour, and I know as a fact that the viewings of Top Gear have decreased massively, statistically, in Britain and around the world. It's insane. So, yeah, that's that. Top Gear just became too successful. And I'm not really sure why I wanted to talk about this, in all honesty. I don't know. I just thought it was kind of interesting. How you can get three men who just become so successful, and then nothing can stop them, really. Nothing at all. And they just go off and found their own shows and do their own things, and yeah. Quite like Top Gear though. It's a good series. I enjoyed it.